Hi everyone, welcome back to Alexis University. Today we're going to be talking about getting your first job slash getting your first paycheck. So I know for me, I didn't get my first job till I was actually in college, and I was super excited because I had been wanting to work. I just wanted some extra money in my pocket, just because, not that I needed any money. My school was being paid for. I had a meal plan, so I just wanted to be able to do things on my own without having to call back home and say, "Hey, mom, I need some money. I want to go to the movies, or I want to go out to eat. Just have something different from what's going on campus." So I got a job. And I started school about a week and a half earlier because I was able to move in early to kind of get training for that job. So everything was going by smoothly. I would say I liked my job. I liked meeting new people at my job, and it was exciting for me to get my first real adult job. So one thing I will say, when I first got hired, for me, I was working because I wanted to have extra money. It wasn't because I had bills. It wasn't because I needed to pay off some debt or something like that. It was simply just because I wanted to have fun. So for me, working wasn't a priority. For some of my friends, they did have bills, so working was one of the priorities that they had during school. And I think for me, that was one reason why I didn't often pick up extra hours. I didn't often want to stay late at work because I was working for fun, like I said. So one thing I regret is not saving money when I was in college, because now I feel like I'm behind in my saving, and I'm still pretty young, but I feel like I could be so much further ahead if I would have started saving when I was in college. So one thing, even if you save $25 every 2 weeks for 4 years, like, if you do the math, that'll kind of add up, and you'll be able to have a good little savings before you start your real job. $25 is not a lot if you think about it. Every 2 weeks, that's only $50 a month. You probably have something that you can go without that you can use to save, and you'll be better off in the long run. So like, if you come into an emergency where you have, let's say you have a car and your tire gets flat, but you've spent all your money shopping. Now you have to wait another 2 weeks to even get that tire fixed. So those are just some of the things that you just need to think about. Like, why am I saving my money? You need to save for a rainy day. You just never know what will happen. So that's something that you just need to think about. And also, you'll feel good because you'll never be able to say like, "Hey, I don't have any money," because essentially you have money, you're just saving it up. So don't ever feel like you need to spend all your money. Make sure you're save. Like, that should be ingrained in your mind. Save, so that when you get older, you're kind of already into the routine of saving, and then it'll just be easier for you to add on to what you already started in college. Like I said, saving is one thing that you really want to be mindful of, and then also start to think about, what are you working for? Are you working for fun? Are you working to pay bills? Like, what are some of the things that you need to be thinking about when you have a paycheck? Another thing I noticed, that a lot of people, they have like 2 and 3 jobs. They'll have a job off campus and a job on campus. For me, I didn't want to work 2 jobs because I just feel like it just became overwhelming for me. And so I decided to work on campus because I thought it was easier for me to talk to them about my schedule changes. As far as when I started working off campus, sometimes they didn't really care about my schedule changes. So if I had to have an exam or something the next week and it was in a specific time because we have finals that week, well, on campus, they ask for your final schedule, and then they kind of correlate what you're going to do, what they will do after you give them your schedule. Whereas if you have a real job outside of campus, they'll say, "Well, I mean, this is your schedule, so you need to find somebody to change that shift with you." That could become worrisome a little bit. So just make sure you think about those things when you're trying to get a job. And again, like I said, save. If you have any questions about what other ways you can save your money, besides just putting aside that $25 every 2 weeks, please feel free to email me at info@alexisuniversity.com, and I will make sure to respond to those. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you all soon.